Hi friends, so today I'm combining some challenges. I have challenge accepted going, cool. I'm going to be working through the Mercy Tiara 27-day winter inspiration YouTube hop, and I'm also going to put in Christy's Beautiful Life, her ABC Scrappy challenge. I'm going to do A for alphabet, because I think I'm going to be able to get a lot of alphabet wording on this one. So the 27 item alphabet challenge is the one that Scrappy, Kathy, and I are going to do. And we have a list of 27 items, alphabetical order. That part doesn't matter, but we have to get at least 6 of these items onto the page. That should not be a problem. So I'm going to read the items to you. I need to use 6 of all of these. Acrylic is A, balloons, butterflies, or beach for B and or, crimper, don't have one of those, that's not happening. Doodling, ephemera, feathers or flare, and that's the whole reason why I pulled this kit. Feathers and feathers. Feathers or flare, geometric shapes. So I could get out a punch, great. Hidden journaling, ink, jack-o'-lantern, that's not happening this time. I know Kathy will get it on somehow. Craft, I'm wondering, does this count as craft? I don't know. Labels, mist, Nouveau drops or enamel dots, ovals or orange. Ovals would be easier than orange for what I have in mind. Ovals or orange. Punches, quote as part of your title, which I'm going to do a song lyric. Is that considered a quote, do you guys think? You guys can let me know if a song lyric is a quote. Interesting. Don't really know about that one. Myra would know. Ribbon or rhinestones, sequins, texture or twine, use an item that you've been hoarding. Violet or vellum, word stickers or phrases. X, use X on the page or as part of the design. Yesterday, scrap a very recent story or photo. This is recent-ish. Zoomed in photo close-up. And a bonus is use an and sign, a hashtag, or exclamation point. Cool. So let me show you my photo. This is the photo that I'm going to use. This is my son, and he had just received this remote control truck for a Valentine's gift from his girlfriend. So I'm going to have my title be There's Something About a Truck from the country song. And I am using, for my paper pad series, kit number 8. So the only thing, I have a couple caveats. First of all, I need to go grab alphas. These are not going to do it for me to do the whole title, There's Something About a Truck. And I'm grabbing my red color drawer, which means any of these goodies in here. I wonder, yeah, I could make those into X's. Oh, geometric shape, ta-da, says you are loved. That would be cool for Valentine's. Anyway, so anything in here, because I want to bring out the color in the red on the truck, and that is going to let me do it, and I can do my journaling on that, so that would be cool. So I'm going to add a little bit to this kit. I need to go get a whole bunch of black alphas while adding red. So it makes me think that this sheet is going to go back, or it's going to go in. You know how I said in my paper pad series, I'm going to go ahead and put my extra papers that don't end up getting used. They will end up getting put into a bin for me to use for other layouts. Although I might need that for matting. I'm not sure. We're going to see how it goes. So I definitely will be able to get the feathers in. Feathers always remind me of my son because he has a very strong Native American look. It really came out really strong in him. So I'm going to get working on this. I'm kind of excited. I like these kits when I put them together with a lot of random bits to see how many I can get on. And I'm going to see how much I can include as well from my 27 item alphabet challenge. So come along, friends. This is going to be a ball. Alrighty, so I'm starting with these two, as I had stated to you that I was going to probably be chucking that other paper, as I really wanted to have red highlighted in this. So that's perfectly fine. I'll use it on another layout and it will work out. To create a little interest, I added a torn edge on this, on the left side of the yellow pattern paper. And then I was seeing if I wanted to back the, or map my son's photos. So I went ahead and looked in this bin that I have. This is like this bin that I keep for page kits that I'm currently working through, that I go ahead and look through and see if there's anything that I can use. So these are all kinds of cut aparts and pattern papers and all that kind of things. And things that, need to get used up. So I did see this pattern paper right here has the correct colors. It was in that bin to use as kind of a fussy cut apart kind of sheet. So it's just going to give me a little bit of extra color. I didn't need just a white mat because the photo that I am using already has a nice white border around it. I wanted these pieces to pop off the page just a little bit, have a little separation, so I am using a Simon Hurley ink pad in the color Woof, which is really just a mid-tone gray. So it gives a shadow, but it's not so much that it's as if it's black. So it's just right. It's one of those kind of things. And I did decide to pull in that library pocket card. I thought that would be a great way to do a little bit of semi-hidden journaling, you know, about the fact that my son got this little car, truck, whatever you call it, for Valentine's Day from his girlfriend. I went ahead and got my journaling on that cute little red card, and it's really doing the thing that I wanted with pulling some red in nicely. Now also, I had this kind of squiggly squiggly border piece that is very, very bold metallic gold. So I'm going to put that in to bring your eye up to the top of the photo. It's just a, I was loosely following a sketch that was on the sketch I was loosely following, and so I figured that would work. I will end up having to use a little liquid adhesive and glue down the left side of it just a little bit. It was being a tiny bit difficult. Now there's my title. The title is There's Something About a Truck. And what I did is I pulled in 4 or 5 mostly used black alphas and kind of Frankensteined it in. So I went from one to the next, seeing where I had letters, and I used a ton, and that was awesome. Now these are these really interesting texture. They're like a gray, kind of like super thin, intricate rubber feathers. So kind of cool. I think they're just from the dollar store. So I am, yes, going along and making everything just a little inked in. Now this kit that I'm using also had this little light bulb in the correct yellow tone. So I'm going to use that, and I also ended up having 2 little rubber shaped light bulbs. And I believe those are from Felicity Jane. So how cool is that to bring all of these different things in? It's just, you know, bits and pieces of stuff I've had hanging out in my craft room since the dawn of time that needs to be used up, like really needs to be used up. So I realized that the pocket, the library pocket was pretty dimensional. So I needed to put some fun foam on the other side of my photo so that it would be able to not be kind of schlumpy, like on an angle. So I went ahead and did that. I'm kind of a bit of a stickler about making sure things are squared off when I want them to be squared off. If I want them to be wonky, that is perfectly fine. But in this case, I wanted it nice and clean. So one of the cool things is I can go ahead and use the photo for squaring off a lot of the rest of the elements. All right, so now putting down the title is going to take a hot minute. So I'm not going to make you sit there and watch that. These are Jenny Bolin rub-ons, and I have no idea where they came from in any way. I just, you know, but they were in my metallic color bin. So I pulled them out and I just have the word February, and they rub on like a dream. So now I'm auditioning different pieces. I popped the banner up on the upper left. I'm seeing about this little newsprint heart. I'm popping some things here and there to see where I might get some use out of them. I really liked that little, what would it be, like cardstock kind of thickness of a frame. So I'm going to have that go on the top and bottom. And that's bringing in some, like just a little tiny dot of red, which I think is awesome. I'm trying to figure out how to sprinkle the light bulbs around the page. The geometric shapes that I ended up going with will be circles. Now I am going to repeat that kind of woodsy element in that banner piece that reads love, and love works because of Valentine's Day. Now I did try to use this Vicky Bouton rub-on that you see there, and it was dead. It was all together just dried out. So I would have liked to have a little something extra on the top, but it is not meant to be. So it is time to get the title on, and we're going to fast forward right through that part. All right, that is on, and by the way, you might hear a little background noise. My washing machine is in the spin cycle, and I think it has a problem with one of the bearings. It's a little louder than normal right now. So yes, home ownership life issue number 5 million. So yeah, like I told you right there, it looks like I'm about to try to get the rub-on put on, but it will not cooperate. All right, so yes, failed attempt on that, but I'd rather try it and be able to get it out of my room than not try it and just have it sit there. So this is a speech bubble. I didn't end up using that. Yeah, I didn't end up using the speech bubble. I actually just didn't need it, but it's a super usable color. It's just slightly off white. It's like the lightest gray ever. So I'll be able to pop that onto the next layout or the next one, no problems whatsoever. So I'm seeing where I might like that nice little frame piece, and it wasn't quite sticky enough, so I have to try again. And then I'll square it off on the bottom as well, so it kind of looks like the world's longest frame. Top and bottom frame pieces are on. I did go ahead and use my ATG to get that little newsprint heart on, and I'm also going to use this little arrow piece, and I think that's from the same collection as that Make Every Moment Count collection. So it has a nice deep brown color to it, as well as these little photo corners that I'm going to use. If I had 4 photo corners, I would have used them, but I did only have 2. I know I wanted geometric shapes on here, so I'm making sure to get a couple circles on as my geometric shapes. Now the wonderful thing about the 27 item challenge is chances are you have at least 6. I mean, there's just, or is it 26 or it's 27, because I think there's a bonus. I think that's the way Moira does it. So I am able to meet the challenge. What you see there is, that is like a washi sticker, and those are from Felicity Jane. They are almost translucent white with little tiny gold polka dots. So I'm starting to clean up some of these bits and pieces from around my desk, and I did find this little tiny partial piece of washi tape. That's a Felicity Jane washi, and I stuck it under the photo. It's just a couple inches long, adds a little something, and gets something else used. Now that arrow piece that you see me using right there, that is a Vicky Bouton. So I am getting the repeated circle geometric shape in with that. And those are embossed puffies, and they are just awesome. I am grabbing out this little bin that I have of sequins, and I use the minuscule dots by Zots for my sequins. I like them. They're itty bitty little adhesive gluey bits, and you get a ton in there, and you can pick them up at Michael's and use your coupon. So yeah, and I only have gone through like one box in 6 months. So I guess it really just depends on how money you use, but I think that they go a long way. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through my little red color drawer here to see if there's anything else I can use. I did find this chipboard piece, and it reads Happy Days, so I'm bringing up some red to the top. I realized I just needed some more red on this, and it's going to bring your eye around, and I think it adds a lot to it. That is, I think that's Amy Tan, that little star sticker. I believe that's Amy Tan. So once again, it's a little bit translucent, so it's bold, but you can see a little bit of the background behind it. This little smile chipboard, I do not know what company that's from. I feel like it's Studio Calico. I have no idea, but it's not did not have adhesive on the back. And I had to really add extra liquid glue on it because I had it going on a couple of different surfaces. And there I am once again, you know, I'm like Captain T-square ruler trying to make sure that some things are straight. I decided to pull in a little itty bitty piece of washi that I have. It's just red with a little gold on it. So, wow, I had so much to say on this. So I'm going to have Scrappy Kathy's links below for challenge accepted. The hop will be going on for the day, for the 27-day Mercy Tiara winter inspiration hop. This is my page kit number 8, I believe, and I also did Christy's ABC Scrappy challenge using alphabet. So now I have to go on to B, which I guess this would have been boys, but chances are I'll have another layout here or there with boys. So I will leave whatever links that I can below. Please take a look at what Kathy came up with. She is incredibly talented, and she'll have way more on than I do. She is like the queen of getting a challenge done. So you saw there that I used some Heidi Swap Color Shine in gold to add a little bit more gold on this page. I was very concerned with making sure that I had enough red. And so yeah, then I had some gold with Make Every Moment Count, but I wanted to get just a little bit more on to make it more cohesive. I went ahead and added from Felicity Jane the little gold arrow that's under the Make Every Moment Count to add yet more gold. And then this is just this cute little tiny washi banner piece that I will use. It's one of those like, what else can I add on and what needs just a little something something. And that was cute on the red card. It gave my red card a reason for you to look and say, hey, wait, is there something there? Now that I'm looking at it, I wish I had tiny staples in gold, but I don't. I only have them in silver. So let me know how you guys are doing with the winter inspiration, and I will be over on that board ever so soon to enjoy everybody's layouts and their projects and all that kind of stuff. I will talk to you guys soon, and I'll be back within the next day or two with another video. Goodbye, friends.